All right. Hi, I'm Dawn Blandingham. I'm joining Melissa Dabrowski today from a retailer point of view. I lead the retail team here at Spins. Melissa, would you take a minute to introduce yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I'm Melissa, as Donna mentioned, and I am a director on the retail team. So I've spent the last several years working directly with some of our key retailers to help them understand our data and take those insights and make changes in their business to improve their overall sales and relationship with their consumers.
Great. Needed position here around Spins. Well, I think you're going to be the perfect person to answer this question. How are wellness, natural, and specialty products really shaping the retail experience? So, we know over the last 20 years, these products have grown, but how are they actually changing the retail experience today?
Yeah, I think there's two key themes that I've seen in the data, working on both the brand and the retail side in my history here at Spins. And the first is, like, to your point, natural products are growing dramatically, and they have been, right? They continue to. So I think if you're looking at natural products within natural retailers, obviously they're the main staple of their offering. But what's interesting is that they're also starting to bring in a few more conventional items to try and be more of a full shop. And so that's really how it's changing. And the strategy for how they bring in these conventionals is kind of differs a little bit as well. So it's really interesting to see how natural retailers are testing with some conventional items. But on the flip side, we also know that conventional retailers are starting to take natural products and seeing the real benefit and, like, better for you products that are evolving in the industry and starting to bring those into their assortment as well. So it's really like the trends we're seeing now are like nothing we've seen before. And then you layer in some of the trends last year from COVID, and we've really got this whole new world that we're really diving into. So what's really important is, from a retailer's perspective, is really trying to understand how they're performing, what's driving that performance, and where it's coming from. Is it the natural products in their assortment? Are they the right natural products within their assortment? And do they have a conventional counterpart, or do they not want that or not need that based on what their consumers are telling them? So the
Mm.
consumers are still driving the need here. And it's really important to understand the consumer trends and behaviors by really isolating the natural and the conventional components and products separately.
Yeah, that's a great answer. Why do you think it's so important that retailers have this health and wellness or natural lens when they look at the data?
It's what consumers want, right? And so at the end of the day, it's a pretty straightforward. I mean, not to simplify it by any means, because it's really not that simple. But at the end of the day, retailers are trying to get more people into their stores to buy what their products that they need, and potentially more. And so as retailers are coming as consumers are coming to the retailers and really wanting specific needs and products, that's an opportunity for the retailer to solidify their space in the market and to connect with their consumers and really be part of the overall um, uh, adventure is what comes to
Yeah.
mind, and this crazy natural and wellness product evolution. It's really an opportunity for them to be part of the solution and to provide better for you products, and to really kind of help shape where we're going as a, frankly, like, as a culture.
Yeah. Yeah. So it sounds like it's pretty important not only that they have the products, but that they have the data to understand which ones to carry.
Yes, absolutely. It's funny. I've worked with clients for a long time, and I've always been on the data side. I really have passion around helping them understand, not just do you have data, but do you have the right data to drive the needs and the actions that you need. And the best way I've heard this explain is, intuition and the experience in the industry is really insightful, and it's helpful. You need that. But what you also need is the data, because what the data does, it takes it from out of the gray and puts it into black and white. So you might think you need to do something, or you see a trend that's coming, but you don't know how well to action it or how much change to make without the data itself.
Mhm. Have
And
you
that's
had
where it's
just
really
one?
helpful.
Yeah. Do you have any good examples right now or something you can think of recently where either a trend is starting to decline and conventional retailers are just jumping on board with it, or something's really taken off and natural that isn't even seen by the conventional retailer yet?
Gosh, there's so many trends that are happening, and I think it really pertains to, like, what's relevant. I think really pertains to your strategy and kind of where you're at, whether you're on the natural side or the conventional side. But something like top of mind to me that's becoming really interesting is keto, right? The keto diet. It was it's been around for a while, but yet I think it's becoming even more main stage. And, we tried keto in my household over the summer, and it was super easy. I shouldn't say that. It was easier to do when you were on lockdown, right? And you could be really mindful about your choices and really have the time to plan. But as things open up, it becomes a lot more difficult. And with all the products out there now, everything is keto friendly. But if you really try and follow the diet to the example that you're supposed to follow with the sugar intake, there's so many things that actually aren't keto friendly, so many products that aren't actually better for you. It's really a marketing ploy. So
Mhm.
really understanding, the benefits of the products and what you're looking for, is it's actually a lot harder than you would think. And so that's where I see the data fit so well that we provide, because it's not just a front of package claim all of the time. It's really based on the nutrition and the ingredients and really the needs of the consumers, and then how you're meeting it as a retailer.
Great. Well, thank you for your time today and for contributing to the retail update.
Happy to be here. Thank you.